Hey guys, I'm just going to give a quick tutorial here on file structure and also show you a file structure that I created that I think would be good for this class. I've attached it in the resources module. If you click gis101.zip, it will take you to this page, where if you click download GIS, you'll download this zip file, which we learned about in class. Remember, this is how I do it. I drag my screen over to the right. I open up my box folder. So this is my box folder. I made an example here, 2022-1 spring. I've organized my schedule this spring in terms of classes, general, where I keep, I don't know, plane tickets, my driver's license, PDF, vaccine cards, that kind of thing. Logistics, I don't know what that would be, maybe planning for field trips. Research, if you're doing it, keeping anything else in here. You're taking a couple of classes, so within classes you have all the classes that you're taking. I would drag this GIS file over into it. I would extract all the information, which we've done in class. That's extracted. I'm going to delete the zipped file, and remember, that's okay. It's all saved up on the cloud. Open this up. I'm going to copy these data out into my classes tree. There it is. I'm going to delete this original one. So now I have my GIS class as one of the 6 classes that I'm taking this semester. And I'm going to go into there, and here's how I've organized GIS 101 in my own head. Assignments, classes, final project, and midterm are sort of the 4 pillars of the class. I guess you could add maybe a general section. I usually like to have those. In the assignments folder, there's 8 assignments, and almost all of them, except for assignment 1, are going to have data. So you guys have done assignment 1 already, or you're doing it right now. I would save all of your information in this assignments tab under assignment 1, your final product that you make for that class or for that assignment. Assignment 2, which you'll get next week, there'll be a download just like this over here on the right, where you'll download the data and put it into the data folder. And then once you're done, make your ArcGIS Pro file and save it in this section, this level of the tree. So all of your data is in here, and your ArcGIS Pro session is saved right here. It's accessing the data. And that's pretty much how it works for every single assignment. There'll be some variability in there, but the basic structure could look like this. For the classes, I think this one will be a lot messier. But as you've noticed, we like tinker around on the computer, and not all that stuff is graded, but they are files, and to avoid having your files get really messy, I would come to class, or at the beginning of class, sit down and label within a section called classes the date and then the name of the week. Remember how I said each week sort of has a theme? Last week was getting started. Next week is spatial thinking, and there'll be 2 classes per week. And if we do an assignment, I say, okay, everyone, open up ArcGIS Pro. My first reflex would be, okay, go into my folder for today, and I'll save this class session in this folder. Or if I give you guys information in the module that you have to download for class or an in-class assignment, you could save it in this folder. And that way you're not aimlessly saving things all over the place. In final project, there are 2 pillars of the final project, the paper and the poster. You can separate those up. These will play off each other. I imagine that a lot of your figures from your poster would go in your paper. I'll show you how I make posters and papers, because I also subdivide all the pieces of the posters and papers. But just in general, this is a good way to prep for it. You know this is coming, and you know that all the information is going to be stored some way like this. And then general, I just made that. You can save whatever in there. And then midterms, I didn't add anything here, but midterm 1 and midterm 2. And I would add, basically, we'll provide you with a prompt for each midterm. I would download it, save it, and then do all the work that you have to do and put your final product in each of these respective folders when you do the midterm. And that way, you'll have a well-organized file structure, and you'll come to class each day knowing exactly where any data will go. This is just one way to do it. You can use my folder if you want, but I highly recommend having some system like this, and I even recommend using this system because I think it'll work fairly well, and just always be ready for some flexibility, but the basic structure of the class is reflected pretty well, I think, in this file structure here.